I think it was my grandfather. I mean, growing up, we always just watched like SNL or any kind of stand-up, and like stand-up, I'd be like way too young for. You know what I mean? I mean, really, anyone would. I didn't understand half the jokes that they would be said or that he would tell me, but still, it was just the laughter and just everything that got me going. And when I moved before I moved to here, so this was in the fall of 2014. I was in my last semester at community college, and I did public speaking. So I was doing speech and debate, and like actually talking in front of crowds and all that, which was great. But then it was too competitive for me. It wasn't like my true passion. You know, when you're doing something that's just for medals, it's not really to show like, and it's kind of lame for a dude to have a whole trophy case, but they're like, yeah, you're a 35-year-old virgin though. But anyways, the point is that those are the kind of people I was dealing with, and it wasn't. I knew that it was something I loved, but it wasn't what my passion was for. And when I moved here, Mike Almazar. Do you know who Mike Almazar is? Mike Almazar. He was this stand-up comic who came up to me when I was taking improv classes, because I joined a bunch of clubs in UCF when I came here. That's what I came here for, to Orlando. And he came up to me and he was like, hey, do this set at Drunken Monkey. And I wrote something down that day, showed up, did it, loved it, and have been doing it ever since. And that was since March 20th of 2015 of last year. Oh my God, man. Like how do you think it was? I mean, you know exactly how it feels. It's just like you can't get, I can't even put it into words. You can't get that feeling anywhere else, man. It's not an outer body experience, but it felt right. Like it was just the second everything was happening, everything I was saying, even I've never done jokes, I've never done anything like that. And I came from a place that wasn't really acknowledgeable and allowed me to speak and be like that, you know. So being in that atmosphere and just hearing the crowd back in laughter and just everything was just like, man, I can't even describe it. Like I still get that same feeling when I go on. It's just how it is. Sometimes I blink and I wake up and I'm like, I don't even know what I said, but I still had fun and I know I did. Then I'm exhausted. Like it happens. I don't have the names to them, but I can name comics. Like my right off the top of my head, Seinfeld, for sure. I like that traditional style of humor, like writing punchline. I like that a lot. Observational humor is good. I'm more of the dark joke kind of guy, so for me, it's Jimmy Carr, Anthony Jeselnik. I like Jeff Ross a lot. It's funny because the more I watch these four people, and I also say John Mulaney will be on the list. So the more I watch these five people, the more I truly fall in love with how they do things, and it's kind of hard for me to not want to do what they're doing, but to also try to, you know how you have comedians you look at when you start? So it's like those to me would be my five that I really look and admire. Of course, you're forming your own identity and having a voice and all that, which takes years to do, man, you know? I'm not even hitting my second year yet, and I'm already being interviewed. It's like so weird, man. Where we're at right now. I really like IT Crowd. I like The Office. Any kind of, well, the British and the UK one. The UK and the United States one. UK and British are the same thing. I like those kind of shows. It's weird because I love Seinfeld a lot, but I've noticed for me, I'm not like a How I Met Your Mother fan or Friends fan, or like the people, the actual sitcoms that people swear by for some reason are just not. They're not my thing. I tried getting into Frasier and Cheers. I'm not sure if it was just timing was off. It just I couldn't get into it. What else do I like? Sitcom-wise and everything. Oh my God. Oh, I love the comedy roast. Like I said, Jeff Ross. I mean, I saw Anthony Jeselnik first on there. I loved every comic roast, every Comedy Central roast I've seen. I mean, I love them. I can watch them every single year, and I do. That's so yeah. If I can just name those. TV show-wise. For more on Comedy Central, I do like Tosh Point oh a lot, which I do admire him too. We both come from similar backgrounds. We're both from Miami, Florida. We both came to Orlando. We both went to UCF. So I gotta admire him for starting in the same place, and it's kind of like a goal. But I like Tosh Point oh a lot. South Park, of course. God, man, Family Guy, but I like Season 6 and below was fine. What else is there? I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it. It's weird because I think for me, the ones I laughed the most at, which... So SNL sketch-wise and Key and Peele are like my favorite kind of things because I just... The idea of having a... Like, they're both separate because SNL, of course, is live and Key and Peele is digital. But I like the idea of having an entire scene improvised, and from the beginning all the way to the end, you have no idea what's going to happen, but you're still laughing the whole ride through. And I like that about improv. I mean, that's why I got started in it. I didn't want to delve into the realm of comedy. I just wanted to join groups, and I fell in love with improv right away. And I think I like the show. Sorry, it's not coming to my head right now. Whose Line Is It Anyway? Whose Line Is It Anyway was a fantastic show. I loved it. Then I really liked movie-wise. I loved The Hangover. I'm gonna say movies that made me cry laughing for sure. For some reason, they made me cry laughing. The Hangover, Borat. I mean, it's just the subtle humor in that movie that kills me, dude. Like when he has the suitcase with a chicken inside, and you forget, he puts it in the beginning of the movie inside the suitcase, and like all the way toward the end of the movie, he just puts the suitcase down and you hear it cluck, and I died. I was laughing so hard. Yes Man, Liar, Liar. I do like Jim Carrey a lot. Oh man, what else? I mean, there's so many. I love Dodgeball. Dodgeball was great. Talladega Nights, Will Ferrell. Anything with Will Ferrell is good. Anything with Will Ferrell is good. I'm a solid believer of that. Which is weird. I know people swear that they hate Will Ferrell, and it's like I can't understand that because I think the man's a genius. I can't think of anything else as of right now. I mean, there's probably just so many, man. I'm trying to like save the battery of the camera. I don't know how long I should be talking for. It's a trick question because for me, I would love to do multiple tours, but I would like to do tours with people I actually know personally. So groups of people doing tours, and I think that would be awesome. Like just kind of like, hey man, this is where we got started, and then it's just now we're doing tours, and I would have loved. I would kill to do that. Famous comedian. Oh man, I think going back to that original list I had, I think in regards to honor, it would be Seinfeld. Like that's a life achievement. Like that's an honor to have to do an opening for that man, for everything he's done. Whether you find him funny or not, I mean the sheer amount of things he got accomplished is incredible. God man, I would say because it's my kind of humor and it's different, and I've always wanted to study this style. Definitely Jimmy Carr. I mean, British one-liner kind of humor. That's my favorite kind of dark, witty style, and I really relate to that. Every joke that he says, I'm like, damn it, I wish I could have thought of that. Same goes with Dimitri Martin. I feel like that's a lot of one-liner things. A lot of people that are one-liners that happens. First off, if I would love George Carlin to roast me. I just think that'd be hilarious. Because I've always had people mad at me, but I've never had people truly angry at me in a hilarious way. So George Carlin would be fantastic to have. Jeff Ross, I mean, he's the roastmaster general. You have to have him there. God, it's like I'm trying to drift off my original list here. You know what? As weird as this may sound, this is gonna sound so weird. Every time Snoop Dogg is on the roast, whether someone writes for him or he writes his own material, I die laughing at the shit he says. Like, even if it's off cuff. I do like Natasha Leggero. I like her a lot, and I think she's hilarious. So I can see her doing a roast of me. I'm trying to think who would be a good person to, like, who would be personally insulting to me. Man. Sorry, I can take a second. I mean, obviously you can edit stuff out. Damn, man. I would say it'd be kind of cool in a weird way to be roasted. It'd be kind of to be roasted by either Steve Carell or Stephen Colbert. Like, I just think that'd be so bizarre to be roasted by them, but a lot of fun. I don't know why, because I feel like most of their humor is roasting something, whether it's politicians or just kind of the world around you. Will Ferrell, but he has to be as all his characters. And if I had to pick a wild card, anyone watching this, like, dude, yeah, because I know that if I ever do get on a comedy roast, I know this is gonna go on, and I'm gonna have like no choice. But you're gonna have to send this, and I'm gonna be roasted. And there's like people behind me smoking and stuff, and I know that's gonna be in the roast for sure. Oh, and Twitter followers. You cannot not be roasted by at this point. Like if you wake up like Kanye and you can tweet something and it's just like every morning you have this stream of consciousness, get 2,000 likes and retweets, every single one, and get roasted by millions of people. That's success in my opinion. So. Idealistically, New York. Realistically, hopefully in a city that will help me find who I am as a comic and kind of give me more opportunities to help other comedians and comics, kind of like how I was helped and how I got in, and just really to just be in a place that's funny and everything. If I had to pick one goal, man, I would probably do Montreal, the Just for Laughs comedy festival. That'd probably be the highest goal I can get up to. If I had to go with a minimal goal, maybe hit as many improvs as I can, comedy clubs, cities. I don't know, man. It's a tough question. Because, I mean, dude, imagine, like, for me, New York City is the cream of the crop, but then also London, like I said, British humor, just that kind of, those two cities, to me, that would be crazy to do comedy in. Internationally, dude, that'd be crazy. I wouldn't know what to do. Like, imagine me, someone who's always heard about Cuba, going to Cuba and doing comedy. No, I'm not gonna go to Cuba. I think for me, what I would want to do is, I think for me, writing. And I know for stand-up comedians, there's a lot of writing involved, but I really would like to get into writing. So if someone came to me from SNL and they were like, oh, would you like to be a cast member on SNL? Personally for me, you have to say yes to that opportunity, but if I had the option to do that or be a writer, I would choose writing. There's something about being able to make something that you can point at and be like, this is what I made and this is what I did, that I really like a lot. So anything from books, movies, scripts, TV, anything in that realm. I know a lot of comedians, that's where they're going, but for me, I've always wanted to try it. I've always wanted to see how it works. I've always wanted to see kind of how far I can get to in a comedic way. The thing is, we're still finding our voice, you and me both, or really anyone watching who wants to be a comedian who hasn't done it for more than 10 years. I don't know if I'm better in stand-up. I don't know if I'm better in Twitter. I don't know if I'm better in, I don't know. It takes time to figure it out and learn it, and whatever I have the most fun doing is what I have fun doing, so. Anything that you see that's at King Crisper, so that's KINGKRISPER, that Twitter, Instagram, anything that has that slapped on, that's me. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, but I think it has that same. So yeah, just at King Crisper anywhere. That's the best way to find me. Like I said, for me, I love dark humor. It's not because I don't do it to be dark. It's dark because I do it. Does that make sense? So I love the idea of being able to talk about anything. Whether you and me right now can look each other in the eyes and completely I feel bad that we came here for his birthday. We're not saying happy birthday. Happy birthday, Zach, if you're watching this. Happy birthday. Sorry. No, it's fine. It was funny. So just to end this, right? For me, what I want one thing to take from my audience is this: is you and me can look each other in the eyes and disagree with something to the point where we'll never agree. We'll always be on the opposite side of something, but we can still laugh at each other's points of views. We can still understand each other's points of views. If I make a joke up there and say something in regards to any topic that is off limits or can come off as really offensive to you, it makes me more appreciative if you can come up to me and say you disagree with it, but you died laughing at it. And that to me is just, that's a step forward. It's just laugh, just enjoy it. Don't think about how it hurts you, how it hurts anyone else. Laughter is what makes this whole comedy friends and group and the people who love comedy, the fans, to get together and just, it's not about hurting other people. It's just about being funny. My name is Kris Louis, and check out the interview on QtiePie.com.